Welcome back to my channel, everyone, and today it's Jamaican curry chicken, but with a twist. We'll be making this into a galette. What's a galette? A galette is a free form pie, so stay tuned to see how we make this. Usually we would start by making our crust to give it enough time to cool in the refrigerator, but I'm starting with my chicken. I want to ensure that it's marinated and it tastes flavorful. Alright, so let's get into it. I'm going to add some curry powder and some turmeric powder. This is optional. You can just add 2 teaspoons of curry powder if that is all you have. All right, and we just mix that around, but we're not done yet. We're gonna chop up some onions. After cutting up the onions, we move over to the scallions, and we want this to be flavorful because this curry chicken is your filling to your pie crust. It has to be flavorful or it's going to come out bland. All right, so after smashing up all of that garlic, we just add it. We grate some ginger. And then we're going to add in some thyme, and thyme is very important. It adds that salty taste without using a lot of salt. We're gonna mix that around town, and we're going to place it in the refrigerator to marinate. And while that is refrigerating, we're going to move over to make our crust. So to make my crust, I'm going to combine some flour and some salt, and I'm going to mix that together. All right, so when it comes to adding in your butter, I'm only using 1.5 ounces of butter because I'm health conscious. Usually people put in a lot of butter in their puff pastry, but not me. All right, so I used my fingertips to break in the butter so that it wouldn't melt fast. It's because you want like little clumps of butter in your flour. I add in some water. Do not be afraid to add the water because you need the water to get that flour together, or else your pie crust can become crumbly. After getting it together, we use a cling wrap just to work it together because we want this to come together. And then after it comes together, we're going to slap this in the refrigerator and let it refrigerate for around 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes. And let's keep moving, guys. You got to keep it moving. We're going to make our pie filling, which is our curry chicken. So in a skillet or frying pot on medium heat, we add around 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm going to smash up some pimento seeds and add it to it. And then I'm going to go in with some curry and turmeric powder. And once again, if you do not have turmeric powder, you can just use only curry. I will be toasting this. I'm toasting this, not burning it. All right, so I toast this to bring out all the rich flavors of the curry. I add a little pepper. You can slice up some pepper if you want the heat. I just want a little bit of spice. All right, so I'm going to go in with my curry chicken that was marinating. You remember this? Yes. We add it in, and then when we add it, we're just gonna stir it around. Yeah, this is the fun part. You know, we're just going to see how things come together, right? And then we're going to cut up some carrots and potatoes and add it in right now. We're going to let this cook for a total of 12 minutes. And after the first 5 minutes, we're going to check to see if it sprang enough water. And if it didn't, we add in just a little bit of water. And then we're going to let this continue cook for another 5 minutes. After that time has passed, we're going to add in our coconut milk. And we're just going to let this simmer for 2 minutes more. Because you know, like chicken breast cook fast, you know. After everything is cooked, we taste to see if it needs a little black pepper or salt. And I love black pepper, so you know me adding some more. And let this cool before adding it to your pie crust. When it comes to your pie crust, we need to ensure that it rests 5 minutes out of the refrigerator before rolling. Don't just take it out of the refrigerator and start to roll it. It can be very difficult. We need it to warm up just a little bit. And when rolling, guys, roll it delicately while rotating. Add only a little bit of flour, because if you add a lot of flour, it can crumble. And there's an art to pie crust that I am learning. And to transport your crust, you just roll it over the rolling pin. And I'm going to carry this over to a greased baking sheet or baking pan and just roll it out. Alright, so you remember that little cracked edge? We're just going to put it together. Just stick it together. See? Magic. Alright, so our pie filling, our curry chicken has been cooled down. So now it's the perfect time to go ahead and add it. And when you're adding your filling, try to leave enough space at the edge that we can fold like this. And when you're finished folding, if it's still not holding together, you can just go and pinch down the little overlapping parts. And we're going to egg wash with some egg wash. And this creates a nice golden baked crust. It helps. Alright, we're going to bake this for 15 minutes at 392 Fahrenheit. And after 25 minutes in the oven, we take it out and egg wash it again. And then slap it back and bake for the remaining time. And that's how you create magic. Voila! Your curry chicken galette. Yeah. I clipped some fresh basil and garnish, and there you have it, delicious. It looks like a pizza. Thanks for watching, everyone.